Hey everyone, this is a fun project for anyone, but like all of my videos, everybody's welcome to do it. The last two videos that I've done were for older grades, 5th and 6th, but I mean, anybody who wants to try it is welcome to do any of these. This is a project that is technically for, like 2nd through 4th, but this is welcome to all. So this is a cultural project, and what we're doing is we're taking a look at islander traditions and Polynesian traditions and Polynesian designs, and we're making an art project out of it. If you guys might remember from the culture project we did at the very beginning of the year with the leaves, I had a book called the Polynesian Tattoo Handbook. This is actually the volume 1. The one that you guys looked at was volume 2. This is my own personal copy of it, but it's got all these really cool designs, and right here it just talks about what they are and what they're used for, why people use those designs. But each one of these patterns and motifs, and a motif is like a pattern that belongs to a certain culture, but each one of these has a specific meaning. So like we used in our leaf project, we're going to only choose patterns that mean something to us. We're not going to look for patterns that just look cool. Okay, so what I'll have for you guys in your packet, and this is another project for the packet, if you want to grab a packet, or if you want to do this online remotely, that's cool too. I will have examples of different patterns that you can use, and so that'll be available. But what we're going to draw first though is a turtle. So we're going to draw a turtle, and in the Polynesian Islands, let's see what turtle means. There's a specific reason I want you to use it. So that's why we're going to draw it. Let me find, well, there's lots of reasons, but the main reason if I can find it, oh here, is it means a big one is long life. So you guys have your whole lives ahead of you. So we're going to draw a turtle in honor of that. And then on the turtle, we're going to be putting these designs. So first, what I'm going to show you is how to draw a turtle. So what I would suggest, first of all, you're going to need a pencil and then something to color with. Another good idea to have is like a pen. You could use, like, if you have like a really nice pen, or even just like a ballpoint pen. If I can find that. Like a regular pen that you write with. Oh, I don't have one here. I'm just going to use that later. But it's like a ballpoint pen works really well with this, especially since when you color this, the ballpoint pen won't be really affected by it. Pencil might, which is why I would suggest using a pen. But we're going to start with a pencil, and this is just printer paper from my printer at home. I'm in my studio at home right now. Welcome to the studio again. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put a point. I'm going to put like a point maybe right here from the top. Actually, you know what? This is going to be top of my turtle, so I want to leave room for the head. That's going to be one point. And then the bottom, it can be really close to the bottom. That's fine. What we're going to do is you're going to draw a turtle's shape. And if you are here actually for the snow day that we had, I did teach you how to do this, so it's the same process. For some of you. Older grades I taught how to draw a whale, so this is how to draw a turtle. What I'm going to start with is I'm going to start here. And this is going to be like the bottom of my turtle. So I'm going to draw this and curve into that first dot that we drew. It doesn't need to look perfect because you can go over this, erase things. Okay, so it's just like that's the shell. Okay, the next thing we're going to draw is the head. So the head's going to go on top right here, and that head is just going to be like a half of an oval shape, like this. Okay, I'm going to draw some eyes, like this, on the sides. And then our turtle needs some arms and some legs. The arms are very large, so my arms are going to kind of go to here, maybe even go off the page. If you drew yours small enough, you can draw the whole arm, but I'm drawing mine going off the page here. So I'm just going to start with these lines, and then another line that goes off the page. And then for the legs, very similar process. My legs. Okay. This is a sea turtle, so they use these arms to swim with. So they need to be really long and strong and big. So this is the basic way you draw a turtle. And then the inside of the shell is where we're going to be putting our designs and patterns. You can put those designs and patterns other parts of the turtle too, but the main focus is the shell. So what you're going to do first is draw a border, because this is on every turtle. And then inside this smaller shape is going to be shapes. Oops, that doesn't look very even. Oh well. Good thing I drew it lightly. Okay, so I'm going to draw other shapes inside this to make it look like a turtle. You can draw any shape, any sort of polygon that you want. Any like traditional polygon. You could do triangles, you could do squares. But the traditional way you draw a turtle, if you're trying to draw what a real turtle looks like, is you're going to draw pentagons and hexagons. Okay, so those are two different types of polygons. A hexagon is a shape that has 6 sides and corners. A pentagon is a shape that has 5 sides and corners. So I'm going to start with the hexagons, and actually I'm just going to draw one here. So like this is one side, this edge of the border. I'm going to draw 2 more sides. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3 sides. Now I'm going to draw 3 more. 3 or 4, 5, 6. So there's a hexagon, 6-sided shape. And I'm going to draw hexagons almost all the way to the bottom. So I'm going to draw another one here. Another one. If I have room for this one, maybe. And then I'm just going to draw lines. So those are my hexagons. And then just to draw the pentagon, this is really easy. I'm just going to draw lines that go to the edges. And that'll make a pentagon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is, if you look up sea turtles, you're going to see something similar to this. And then in each shape that I've drawn, you want to make sure the shapes are big enough that you can add a pattern. In each shape that I've drawn, I'm going to put a different pattern that comes from this awesome culture. And I'm only going to choose a pattern that means something to me. So I'm not just going to draw, let's take a look at some of these patterns. These are pretty cool, huh? Oh. This is really cool, like table of contents where you can look and see what things mean. Like seagull means safe return. So that's what these mean. But the cool thing about this book is it's got the pattern or the motif, and then it's got a description of what it means and why they used it. So I'm going to look through these descriptions and see what means something to me, and then I'll add that pattern. So this right here, the braid, and cord. Braids and cords represent ancestry, union, having their fibers woven together, like the relations between relatives. So it means family. So that's really important to me. So I'm actually going to use the braid in one of my shapes here. So actually, you know what? I'm going to do the braid all the way around my turtle here. And this is that shape. Okay, and actually, I'm not going to completely finish this drawing on this video, because I think that would make this video too long. It's going to take me too long to be able to completely finish it. So what you guys will also have the opportunity of looking at after this video is I will finish this on time lapse, and it will speed it up and show you my process. So I've chosen a braid. I'm going to choose something different, and if you want to repeat patterns in more shapes than one, you are welcome to do that, but the thing is that I would suggest is not putting those patterns right next to each other. So let's say I put a seagull here, I'm not going to put a seagull here. I'm not going to put a seagull here, 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 here. Anywhere that touches that shape, I'm not going to repeat a shape, but you're welcome to repeat shapes if you want. So right here is a seagull. This is another type of bird. Are long distance travelers, and they symbolize voyage, discovery. I am very interested in that, so I'm going to use that pattern in one of my shapes. Okay, and I'm going to do that in all of my shapes with different patterns and different designs, and completely fill my turtle. If you want to put different designs and patterns in these different shapes, you're welcome to do that as well, but the main focus is here. So if you want to more think of like the way that scales look and things, because turtles are reptiles. You can draw scales and stuff on the head and on the arms and legs. But on the turtle, I definitely want to see these really cool Polynesian patterns and designs. So I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Stay tuned for the time-lapse video of me finishing this. Looks like my dog needs to go out anyway, so have fun. I'll see you guys later. Please share your work with me.